Hello from Nicosia, Cyprus. This is Chef Andros at home. Today it's not going to be a recipe, so we will cook nothing today. Um, but I have told you before that I was a restaurant owner, and today I will advise you how to behave if you are a guest in somebody else's home, or if you are the host and you have guests in your home. Because next month it's Christmas. It's obvious that either we will be guests in somebody's home, or we will open our house for our friends and family to enjoy the Christmas and the New Year. Now, this is not especially for Christmas and the New Year. This is a general a matter that we have to discuss. Now, there are some mistakes you have to avoid, and I will start with the mistakes rather than what you have to do. If you are the host and you are expecting guests, the worst mistake you could make is to invite 9 people and you have a table for 8. This is the greatest mistake you can ever do. Always when you invite guests, make sure in advance that you have seats and chairs and place for every single guest. Even if it is a bigger table and you have children, you have to have a chair for every child. Probably if your main table can hold up to 8 people, probably you can make a second table, and you will make the rules. You will say, we prepared this nice table for the children, so they can sit separately. They can eat first, so the mothers can attend, or the parents, they can attend to their children before having their own dinner or lunch. And the adults, we will sit in the main table so that we will say our own matters. Okay? So never let any guest holding a dish and looking around where to sit. This is unforgivable. So make sure that you have counted well the number of guests. Make sure, ask them in case they want to invite another person. For example, if they have an assistant for the children, ask them politely, is your helper, is your lady for the children coming also, so we can have a seat? At least she could sit with the children if she will attend to the children, okay? But make sure that everybody has got his own seat. Now, if you are a guest yourself, if it is for dinner, you must always go on time. If they have told you that dinner, the invitation is for 8 o'clock, you have to be outside of the door at 8 o'clock sharp. Never arrive late, because this is not polite, but also don't arrive early, because probably at the last moment the lady of the house or the gentleman of the house, maybe at the last moment they want to make their hair, they want to, the lady, she will add the lipstick at the last moment. Maybe she will dress properly at the last moment. So never arrive early. This is not good for the guests. Now, in case it is Christmas and it is lunch, and you know in advance that it's going to be 3 or 4 families together, the close relatives can be my children, it can be your parents, it can be your brother or sister. That is the close family. If you are a guest, you can always propose that, can I come and help you? Do you want me to come earlier to help you make the barbecue outside, or the souvlaki with the Cypriots? Even on Christmas Day we make souvlaki. We don't need turkey anymore. So you can propose to go earlier to help. But if you are a guest and they invite you for lunch or dinner, you have to be on time. I have experienced in the past, I have personal experience, and I have the experience from the restaurant, that sometimes the guests, they were arriving before the hosts. So if you invite somebody to the restaurant for dinner, if you invite them to the restaurant at 8 o'clock, okay, you have to be 5 minutes before, so that when the guests arrive, they find you sitting on the table expecting them. So it's not polite for the hosts of the table to arrive after the guests. Okay? Now, this is punctuality. This is the first thing we learned in my school, the English School of Nicosia, when we were young pupils. Our teachers, well, it was an English school, we followed the English rules, okay? So they said punctuality is what you have to learn from now on in your life. So you have to be punctual with your teacher, with your doctor, with the people who invited you in their home, and you have to be always on time, so that the hosts, they can do the rest of the work. Okay? So what do we cook when we have guests? It is very important, exceptionally important, not to make an experiment the day that we expect guests. If we want to make a new dish, we have to make this dish at least twice before. So we know that there is no issue, there is no problem, that the sauce, it will not curdle, it will not go sour, it will not become thick. We know that this food needs that time, so much time, in the oven, in the pot, on the grill, whatever. So we avoid making experiments the day that we expect guests. It is more advisable, I would say, to make dishes that you made 1,000 times, even if they look simple. For example, if we come back to the Cypriots, that we like the souvla, we like the grilled things on the charcoal outside, it's better to make that simple dish so that it will please everybody. So we don't want to offer something that it may not be successful. One day I was at the supermarket and the one cashier was telling the other cashier, it was Christmas time, and she said, I think I will make chicken with orange. And she was asking the other lady, you think it's going to be good? I intervened and I said, excuse me, my dear lady, it's not a good idea. She said, why? I said, did you ever cook it again? She said, no. And why do you want to live, why do you want to make this dish to your guests if you know in advance that is going to be a failure? Why don't, and she said, what am I supposed to do? I said, make that chicken onto the charcoal outside. Tell your husband to make it grilled and everybody will enjoy it. Why do you want to make, a chicken with orange? I am a chef. I could make this recipe and it would look nice. But I would debone the chicken. I would marinate the meat. I would make a preparation and present this dish in a gourmet style. So I would never cook the chicken with the bones and just make a sauce with orange because nobody would touch it. Okay. So my advice when you decide for the menu, you make things that you know very, very well. Okay. You don't ever make things for the first time. If you want to try a new dish, make it in advance, make it once, twice, three times, and if it comes out perfect, then you can present it and be proud of it. Okay? So, um, when we invite guests in our homes, we make sure that we have food that everybody can eat. If we know that we have a vegetarian guest, we can make more garnishes so that he will not try the turkey, but he or she, they will not try the turkey or the lamb or the beef, but at least they have two or three kinds of potatoes, they have different vegetables to try. Maybe start your dinner with a vegetarian or vegan soup, so that you will satisfy them also. And if you are going to make a sweet and you know that they are vegan and they don't eat butter and they don't eat milk, they don't eat cheese, whatever, try and make something like baklava or kadaifi. If you dig in my own recipes, this year I don't think I will make any new recipes for Christmas, but I have dozens of recipes for Christmas. You can try my turkey roll, the one that I debone and I put it into a net and I roast it all together. So nothing goes to waste if you compare it with the whole turkey, that sometimes the drumsticks, they may get dry and the wings, they may get dry. Um, I also have a lot of vegetarian and vegan sweets that you can offer to your guests. Okay, so in general, I will end my video somewhere here. Probably if you ask me questions, I will answer them, or maybe I can upload a new video. If you need any more advices. But as a restaurant owner, I will say that the most important things when you are the host, prepare food for everyone, Make food suitable for everyone. So if there are children, don't try to convince them with a medium rare Chateaubriand. Okay, make something that is suitable for the children. Make food for the vegetarians. Make food for the elderly. Make food for everyone. Okay, and do things that you know how to do best. Okay, if you are the guest, go on time, and if you are a close relative, propose to arrive earlier to give a hand. Okay, if you are the father and you know how to make the subla, ask your son or your daughter, can I come and help you with the subla? So that you have free time to do the rest of the preparations. Okay, so my video is ending somewhere here. See here, on top is my Hiromeri. It is hanging. It will not be ready for Christmas. I am afraid it will be ready for Easter. This is a procedure of 8 months. I told you before. Probably I will speed up and cut it in 7 months, but we will see. All right. Until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Chef Andros from Nicosia, Cyprus. Bye bye.